Look at this. Little seahorses. A boat. A lot of little boats, seahorses. There's supposed to be like an octopus in here too. Maybe that's what that's supposed to be. Little sea life characters for pasta. Sea life pasta. Stars and stripes pasta. Flags, stars. Oh, Liberty Bells. This is what I like here especially. Little sample container fulls of things. And all over here too. I mean, I am going to go crazy here. These are sample sizes I take on trips. So, happy shopping to me. That's not all. If you can't find your tea here, I don't think you can find it anywhere. I love this cast iron stuff. This is on sale for $6.98. I can't hardly lift it. It is heavy. But I know it's a good thing to cook in because I grew up cooking in pots like that. But I sure can't lift it now. That's really taking a lot of effort to pick it up. I'm just a weakling, I guess. And here I am in the makeup section where I'm going to be spending the majority of my time looking around, checking things out, having fun. See all the brand names? And the prices are real low. Hi everybody. I'm back home now after a nice shopping trip, and I had lunch out with my husband too at the racetrack where he goes to meet a friend on Fridays. He has lunch with a friend and then they watch the horse races that are simulcast on a little TV screen at their table. So anyway, that's their little outing for the week. And I joined them for lunch today. So I did have a very nice day out and around today. My first stop was at Family Dollar. And I don't have one real close to where I live, so I had to travel just a little bit to get to one. But it was back in the area where I used to live before moving here, where I'm now living. I did go in and I was surprised. It had been a few years since I'd been in there. And I seem to remember a lot of generic type brand names of goods there, and I really didn't find much of anything I remember on my last visit there. That's why it's been quite a while since I've been to one. But I was surprised that I saw a lot of brand names on items that I typically buy, and they had some nice goods in there, but it still was kind of a junky store. It was quite untidy. I looked around, I looked up every aisle, down every aisle. I really didn't see anything that I just had to buy. So I left there after a nice look around without buying anything. And I went on to, actually, I met up with my husband for lunch at that point and had a nice time with him. As a matter of fact, at the track, they had been having air conditioner problems because it's very hot down here. And when we checked in there, they were giving these out just in case. They were doing work on their air conditioner and did get it working, but just in case we needed it, I had a fan. I should say I have a fan, because I still have it, okay? And I did not have to use it, but that was nice of them to give that out, just in case. After lunch, I went to the Christmas shop. No, it's called Christmas Tree Shops. I don't know why it's called that. I always refer to it as Christmas Village for some reason. And there, I did buy a bit. First of all, I found Fiddle Faddle Caramel Fiddle Faddle and Butter Toffee Fiddle Faddle. So, for only $1 a box. It is a nice treat, so I figured $1 a box, that's not bad at all. We have Fiddle Faddle. So, Fiddle Faddle to you too. And I did get some, in the sample bottle aisle, actually, and I should say aisles, because there was more than one area where there were sample bottles. I bought some travel size containers of shampoo and conditioner for my trip coming up real soon. And a little Nivea hand cream, that comes in handy. A little Tums. I do remember years ago when I traveled in Europe, I had such indigestion, and I had nothing like this on hand. Somebody on our tour just happened to have some Prilosec, I think it was called, and gave me a tablet, and that worked wonderful, so I thought I better carry me some Tums, just in case. In the makeup aisle, I was able to find some mascara, my Voluminous L'Oreal, and this I believe it was $5.99 actually, which was a decent price. And I found some nail polish, Revlon, and it is called, what was it called? Desirable. Now, I seem to remember, after I bought this, I thought, I remembered a video that my friend did, Lead Me to Peace, Jeannie. And, Jeannie, did you buy Desirable? Did we buy the same shade of nail polish? I'm wondering, but she wears a lot of different shades, and I rarely do polish my nails, so, but I thought about trying this. Maybe it was deep-seated in the back of my mind, you know, that name Desirable. But otherwise, we can just paint our nails and just sit there and be desirable for whoever wants to look, right? Right. Okay, enough of that. Other things that I bought were these readers, and yes, I do wear readers. But $5, and I can see. And I did like these. $5. So for $5, I can see out of these readers, and I have several pairs. They're kind of laying all over the house, you know, because I put them on and take them off wherever I'm at. And that's good. I have them on hand wherever I go. My sewing room has a couple of them around the room itself. The area that I sit in a family room to watch TV, while I sit there and work on other things as well, so I have a couple different pairs of glasses there too. So, just depends. I like to have them on hand wherever I'm at. So I have several pairs throughout the house. And one in my purse. So then that's all I did buy at Christmas tree shops, but I had fun there. I looked all over the store. I filmed quite a bit too to show you. It's a neat store. And I don't know if they're really throughout the country or if it's just something in the South or what, but it is a unique store, I think. It's fun to shop in anyway. But from there I went to Hobby Lobby, and I looked around there. I looked at patterns. Simplicity is on sale, but I really didn't see anything. They've got their fall patterns in stock, and I just figured I've got a lot of things I need to make or I want to make right now for this season. I can wait until fall. And Hobby Lobby puts their patterns on sale quite often, so I'll catch that later. But I did buy some material because they did have a bunch of material on sale. So for $3 a yard, I just got some pink gingham, real small checks, and it's a different kind of material. It's not just cotton. It's got a stretch to it, so poly cotton maybe. But I thought that would be really kind of neat for a top. Okay, we'll see. And of course, at Hobby Lobby, the only place that I can find these, thank goodness, cherry mashes. And I don't know if many of you out there know what these are, but they are absolutely fantastic. Trust me. They are very sweet, but it's a chocolate, nutty chocolate covering over a creamy, not totally soft cherry center. absolutely to die for. I do remember this type of candy bar is what it is when I was growing up. And yes, they were called cherry mashes back then too. You can't find them anymore real easy here in this part of the country. Now, maybe in the Midwest it's easier. You don't see them up north at all, like in Minnesota where I grew up. But in Kansas, where I spent the beginning years of my life until, 12 or so? Yeah, cherry mashes, I remember them very well. So this is very comfortable, maybe a little different, but then things change too through the years. It's still wonderful. So I only got 2 of them. So that was my shopping trip for the afternoon. And now that I'm back home, we are going out into the pool. It's very hot here. We have had, for Florida, we've been in the 90s, which, okay, that's kind of typical, but we've been close to 100. And I don't remember those temperatures in the years that I've lived down in this area. Hot? Yes. Hot and humid? Oh, yeah. But 100-some degrees and humid as well? I don't remember such extreme heat. But I understand all parts of the country are seeing the same heat wave. They're experiencing the same heat wave and dealing with it too, just as we are. We stay cool. Thank God we have ceiling fans and air conditioning in the house. So we are not miserable, totally miserable. And yes, in the afternoon, we go out in the pool and cool off, and that helps a lot too. When we do venture outside, we're not out for long, that's for darn sure. And if we go running errands, you always seem to run an errand to an air-conditioned facility, so that helps. So we are not totally at the hands of Mother Nature and this heat wave. We stay comfortable as we can and drink lots and lots of fluids, definitely. Water. Not just fluids of any kind, water. Stay well hydrated, very well. I feel sorry for these guys that have to work out in the elements. There are a lot of people here in Florida that do yard work, and that's how they make their living. And I do not know how they manage to do it in this extreme heat. I know they must stay well hydrated, but it's like, I wouldn't want to be out in it for as long as they have to be out in it. No, thank you. No job would pay me that well to be out in it. But people do what they have to do, don't they?